Far, certainly the highest scoring affair. What were the keys?
We took care of the basketball, made quick decisions. I thought Brandon was great. Anytime he had scoring opportunities, he just took advantage of them, and he did it with pace, with force, and once again, quick decisions for him was really good for us.
There was such a faster pace to this game, especially in that first half. Is that something you see for this team going forward as a point of emphasis?
Well, we got to get stops, and I thought that was the biggest key for us is our defense triggered our offense. Anytime we can get stops, force those guys to take tough shots, rebound the ball, we're at our best. We did that tonight, 10 turnovers. So it allows the offense to breathe and allows us to get quality shots.
You were pretty emotional after the game the other night against Minnesota. I know it was an emotional practice yesterday. Are you just glad the way the team responded to what has happened in the last couple of days?
Absolutely. It just goes to the character that is in that locker room. Those guys, they care about the game, they care about each other, and they all go out and play hard and they compete. And that's what we want from our teams. We believe we can have an opportunity to win games when we go out and play together. We play hard and we compete, and we did that tonight.
You mentioned playing together, 33 assists. That's a season high. I know that's really high up on your totem pole as far as sharing the basketball.
Yeah.
It really started, though, in the first half with the sharing, and it continued for the rest of the ballgame.
Yeah, the starters, they set the tone. They came out right away. It was a great defensive plan by Coach Spoon, and they executed it. And once again, when we get stops, we are at our best. And the guys rebounded the ball. We got up and ran. And I'm proud of the fact that we just shared the basketball. That is key for our team. Everybody feels a part of it, and we made shots.
And you just hit on a little bit. Your starting five got you off to a good start. Just what do you think, about how that group looked together out there?
I thought we looked really good. We worked on it in practice. The ability to execute, starting with our defense, executing our coverages, being disciplined in the things that we want to accomplish on the floor, and then we just played basketball from there. And I sat down and tried not to call a lot of plays and kind of give them some freedom, structured with freedom, and they just went out and played hard and played together.
And with Brandon, quicker decision making was something you mentioned. Did you feel like you saw that out there tonight?
Absolutely. I think we all could see when he caught the ball in his spots, he didn't survey. He just put the ball on the floor, got to his spot, jumped up and shot the ball. That's how he needs to play. And then I thought he did a really good job of just getting his teammates involved too, setting screens, making sharp passes. His overall game set the tone for us.
And obviously, the high scoring margin was the big score tonight. But how did you feel about the other end defensively, the way you guys were playing?
Great. Proud of our ability to guard, especially this team. They have dynamic scorers with Bill and Dinwiddie, Montrez coming off the bench, and Bertans getting him back. So making it tough, making those guys take tough shots, trying to keep them out of our paint. I thought we were flying around with energy, contesting shots, rebounding and running.
And you made the move a couple games ago to put Billy in that backup center spot. What do you think he's brought to that second unit in the minutes he's got these past few games?
This is what he does every day in practice. And Billy does everything you ask him to do. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's on the bench, jumping up and down, cheering guys on. The things that he does doesn't go unnoticed. And then he just works hard. He deserved to play tonight, and I'm proud of the way that he responds. This is what he does, though. Every day in practice, he brings this type of energy, and his teammates love him.
A bit of a follow-up to Graf's earlier question about the influence the last game had on this game. A number of times in pro sports, you do see teams come off one of their worst games with one of their best performances. Were there some specific lessons or points of emphasis that you had coming out of that game specifically that you think led to tonight's performance?
Yeah, you know what? We were on our home floor, and I just didn't think we played as hard as we are capable of. And I didn't coach to my ability. And that's a letdown to our organization, to our community, to our team. And I spoke to the team about that. And in order for us to give ourselves an opportunity, we can't get out-rebounded like Minnesota did. They had 21 offensive rebounds, and we had 23 turnovers. That is unacceptable. And we spoke about that as a team, and I'm proud of the way they responded.
How nice is it to look at the box score and see not only a win, but that JB only plays 24 minutes in a win?
It's great. We've been trying to get his minutes down a bit anyway. So to see him only play 24 minutes and still have the production that he did tonight was huge. And there's times that he needs that rest.
And then it's just 2 nights now where you've emptied the bench, but we haven't seen Jackson. Is there something that he needs to do to get to that playing time, or is it anything about him not playing in these 2 games?
I'll keep those conversations private. That's between Jackson and I, and we'll go from there.
Coach, you've been in the league as a player or coach for quite a while. I was wondering if you've ever seen a half-court bank shot 4-point play before.
Not sure I've seen it, but it was timely for us. We'll take it. 4-point play at the end of the quarter.
And that was to follow up on that was a 6-point surge at the end of the quarter. He had by himself. He made that tough kind of off-balance jumper. But how did you feel like he influenced the game, not just with his scoring, but just his style of play? Maybe even when there were some moments in the third when there could have been a little bit of stagnation.
Are you speaking about Josh?
Josh, yeah, sorry.
Josh has been great all season. And what I'm most proud of him is his leadership on and off the floor, in the huddles, with his teammates. He gets banged up. He comes back in games. He's just been a warrior for us. So he's been stable. And even, like you said, even down the stretch of that third quarter where they were making a run, he had 6 points to kind of even the score back out for the quarter. So I'm proud of what he's doing, and we just got to bottle it up and keep it going.
Scott Kushner on Zoom.
Willie, you touched on a little bit there, but Hernan Gomez getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it in the way that he is, does it send a message to anybody else, not necessarily just Jackson, but to your roster? Look, you get an opportunity, this is kind of what happens. We saw the way his teammates reacted. Is that meaningful, as well in that scenario?
There's no hidden message in that. I'm just talking about what Billy is doing for our team and what he does in practice and the energy that he brings. It's really not nobody else. This is what he does in practice. He's a great teammate. He works extremely hard. That's not a shot or a dig at anybody. It's uplifting what he does for our team. And guys like him, they deserve to play.
Sure. I just meant, the way that teammates reacted when he hit that three. It felt like that was a moment. It felt like those guys were really excited.
No, they were. I was surprised and excited that he hit that three. Look, those are the things he works on, and when you're having the game that he's having, you can take 1-3 at least.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, good.
All right.
Recording stop.
Monday, you guys put up 127, 33 assists. Just how'd you feel up there offensively as a team? What was the flow like?
I felt great. The ball was moving. Could have moved a little bit more, honestly. But guys were being aggressive, not passing up shots, and we didn't turn the ball over. So, anytime we don't turn the ball over like that, we give ourselves a chance to win.
Willie was pretty complimentary of Brandon just for quick decision making. Just how does it help you guys offensively? When he gets it and he's just like going like that.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. You just gotta, simplify the game. Basketball is pretty easy. I mean, you're 6'11" and can all types of scoring. So just catch the ball, raise up over guys, and do what you do. So that's what he did.
6'11".
I don't know. How tall is he? He looked like it.
I think he listed 6'9".
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But just how were you feeling physically out there first game back after the injury? It looked like there might have been a moment in that first quarter where it was bothering you a little bit, but just how were you feeling by the end of the game?
No, I was tired. Honestly, I got super tired. really, and then I got hit in the groin area, so I had to come out real quick. Foot felt fine though.
And just that new starting group, obviously, is your first game back, but that was the first time that group started together. Just how did you feel out there with that group? It seemed like y'all were able to really stretch the lead whenever y'all out there.
It felt good. I think we've all started before. Herb has started, Josh. So just trying to find a good group, have some scoring coming off the bench with Kill, keep him aggressive. But like I said, everybody played and did their part tonight. And was aggressive, and we kept that energy the whole game and tried not to, be a first half team like how we lose those leads.
I think the other night, I think it was 23 or 24 turnovers to have the 11 tonight. How much was that an emphasis on protecting the ball and getting you guys being able to get to your offense?
Yeah, it's always an emphasis. We talked about it the next day at practice, just showing just the careless passing. Trying to fit passes where, that you can't, and just making it easy, one pitch ahead and things like that. And I think we did a better job of that tonight.
It's been a new role for Nikhil these last two games. Obviously, you were able to watch it from the bench.
Mm-hmm.
The other night, what do you think of how he's doing as the sixth man and kind of coming in and doing what he was doing before, but just in a different role?
You gotta certain ways you gotta handle everybody professional. Coming off the bench starting, he a huge piece of this team, both offensively, defensively, his leadership, his voice. So nothing has changed for him, and you can tell, he's going about it the right way, and he's just coming off the bench, still looking to score, still got that green light. So like I said, you just gotta do what you do.
Devontae, I have to ask, which shot was more fun? Josh Hart's team or Willie's three?
I'm gonna go eat.
Billy's three.
You just said his name too. Definitely Josh's. The half-court buzzer beater. Yeah, I gotta go with that way. Appreciate it. Josh Hart, he come in perfect time.
The 4-point heave, did it feel good when it left the hands? Do you think it had a good chance of going?
I think so. I knew Garrett, right when I got the rebound with like 3 seconds left. And Garrett and Casey Hill, one of our assistant coaches, were yelling at me, shoot it. I know I got about 2 dribbles. So, got to where I was somewhat comfortable shooting it with that range. I ain't Steph Curry or Trae Young, and, shot it. It felt solid. So, I went in. That's all that matters.
You guys got off to a good start in that game, never trailed at all. Just how did it feel out there with, I guess, the rest of those starters, kind of a duo group tonight?
It felt great. And we got to give Teresa Witherspoon, just all the credit in the world. She gave us a heck of a scout, very detailed. And we saw that the first game against DC, we came out, I think at halftime we were up 15, and us as a team, we didn't go out there and execute, but she gave us 2 just great scouts, very detailed, put us in position to be successful, gave everything that she could, and we were able to go out there and have an attention to detail and execute. So it felt great. I want to give her, all the credit for this win because, if this, wasn't, the scout wasn't as detailed with this kind of team, it wouldn't have been, could have been the other way. So felt great, and she was amazing for us.
Yeah, B.I. went through like a little mini slump these past couple games. What was it like? I guess how much does it positively impact the offense when he's out there making quick decisions, being aggressive like the way he was tonight?
Yeah, it's great, and the thing with B.I. is, he has learned and is continuing to learn how to get to his spots in time, especially with Z being out. Teams are going to load up against him or trap his ball screens and those kind of things. So, one, we got to help him in terms of, going out there and making shots, being aggressive and keeping the defense honest. And then, 2, him just playing fast. And I think you saw that a lot of today, not as much ISO, not as much catching and holding, but just quick plays, whether that was a quick drive, quick shot, or whatever it was. So, to have him, score, 26, a very efficient 26 was definitely good for us. And when he's doing that, we're at our best.
And, another new starting group for you guys tonight. Just what did you like about that five, and just how y'all were executing when y'all were out there together?
Yeah, it felt good. That's something that we're comfortable with this group. I think we have the ability to have some scoring. To be good defensively, and I think we've shown that a couple of times with this group. And to have Tate back is great for our offense because obviously he's someone that can score the ball, shoot the ball, and create spacing for Bi and myself and Jonas to kind of play fast, get to the rim, and those kind of things. So it felt good to have to have this five out there and to have Tate back.
33 assists tonight. How much did Tate being back and helping to set that tone early kind of help you guys kind of, I guess, play off of that the whole night? Yeah,
it felt good. Like I said, with having him out there, spreads the court out a little bit more, so that we're able to get in the lane, see those driving lanes. And just after that, just kind of just making the right decision and drawing to dishing and those kind of things. So the ball was moving today, and I was really happy in terms of the second half because a lot of times we, first half we come out and we play well, we get a lead, and then sometime in the second half we slow up, or if teams are making a lead, we slow up and we don't really execute. Today we just kept playing fast, kept taking what the defense gives us, and we were effective and efficient.
I was wondering what you thought of the impact of Billy for a second straight game, and also the fact that he's out there knocking down three-pointers.
Knocking down three-pointers. He had one. What he had? 1 for 3. I was like, yeah, he was 1 for 1. Yeah, man. Broken clock's right twice a day for him. But that's someone who's. As a teammate of his, you're very happy for him just because he comes in every day with the same energy, same level of happiness, and he's just, he's one of those guys that, is great in the locker room because he's so positive, and it's every day, when he's not playing, he has that positive vibe around him and that aura, and it's really contagious. So to have him go out there to get an opportunity. And we know when he's out there, he's going to be successful. So having him out there playing big minutes again, being successful offensively, defensively on the glass, is great to see. And I'm so happy for him and proud of him, just because a lot of time in this league, when you're not playing, you can go down the hole. But with him, he's just such a genuine guy. It was just beautiful to see.
How do you feel that the way you guys felt coming out of the previous game influenced the team's approach and effort and energy tonight?
Who did we play last?
It was Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, okay. That definitely had a big emphasis on how we played today, just because we just didn't compete. We dropped the ball, and obviously that starts with the starters. We didn't bring that level of competitiveness to start the game, and they got on a run, and they just outcompeted us. So we knew that's one thing that we can't have happen ever, and we really took that personal and put an emphasis on that going in there today. So getting our butts whooped by Minnesota definitely helped us in terms of getting back to the basics, in terms of having attention to detail, not letting that slip, and just competing on every possession. Every possession is in this league is precious, so we got to win that possession, whether that's offensively or defensively. So that's something that we had an emphasis on today.
Thanks, J.R.
Perfect, appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Recording progress.
It seems like you get a couple of these layups by just attacking them really quickly as soon as you get the ball. Just how important is that for you? Sometimes right when you get it, just attacking immediately.
I kind of just try to play off of my teammates, and they want me to be aggressive. And so whenever I see a chance to be aggressive, I take that chance.
And how did it just feel with that new starting five tonight? I mean, you guys were able to build a pretty big lead and just sustain it throughout the night. Just how did it feel with that group?
I mean, it felt great. I feel like we took a step forward, like sustaining the lead, continuing to play hard regardless of the score. But I mean, it felt great playing with that group of guys.
Brandon was, kind of got back into a rhythm tonight. Willie mentioned that quick decision making was a key for him, and it seemed like he brought that tonight. Just how does that help you guys offensively when he's just going like that?
I mean, it helps a lot when he's going, and then when he's making the quick reads, it's hard for guys to load up and kind of take away his ISO game. So I mean, when we know we play through him offensively, and we just try to get him in spots to make plays, and that's what he did.
Yeah, Willie's obviously always upset after losses, but it seemed like he was a different level of upset after that Minnesota game. Just how big was it to respond the way y'all did tonight after the way y'all lost against Minnesota?
Yeah, we knew why we lost the Minnesota game, and so we just kind of told ourselves that we couldn't lose a game like that again. I don't think it had anything to do with execution. I feel like it was a bunch of effort stuff, and I feel like we fixed that tonight.
And we saw how excited the bench was after that Billy 3. Just what has he brought, as he's gotten more minutes these past couple games, bringing that energy off of the bench? I
mean, he's always positive. He's always a spark, regardless if he plays or not. And just to see his work pay off in the game, everybody loved it. You could tell. But he's an everyday guy. We see that every day. It's not anything new to us.
Four steals for you tonight, but also 4 fouls. How are you still balancing because I know that's something that has been kind of kept you off the floor in a few of these games. How are you still balancing the when to be aggressive and trying to hold it back to make sure you can stay on the floor for longer periods of time?
They tell me it's kind of going to come with being a rookie. And so I accept that, and I just go out and continue to play how I play. I try to keep my hands out of there and not trying to foul, swipe down on shots, and just trying to stay solid. But I feel like I still got a long way to go with adjusting to how they call games.
I know you've said probably multiple times now that you're buying off the bench or starting, you don't play out of preference, but is there something that you like about being able to start the game, and if you're matched up with a guy to be able to immediately, make an impact on defensively on that matchup?
Like you said, like the same thing I said, it really doesn't matter. It's fun to go out and compete against, those high-level guys, like the big-time guys. But, either way, whoever they need me to guard, whatever they need me to do, I'm willing to do it.
How big has the adjustment been to how the NBA refs call it compared to how the college guys call it?
It's a big difference because I was a 4-year guy. So, like, my senior year, I got away with a lot of stuff that I know some freshmen probably won't get away with. And so I'm kind of just starting over and trying to figure it out.
Thanks, sir.
Thank y'all. Yep.
Recording stop.
Hey, just how much does it help you guys, having Devontae back in there from a shot-making perspective and just, another ball handler out there?
He's a big part of what we do. He's our leader on offensive end. So we do miss him a lot when he's not playing. So, was really we were really happy to see him back, and, he gives us a lot.
It was a little bit of a different starting group for you guys, coming off of the Minnesota loss. Just how did it feel out there with those other 4 guys tonight?
It doesn't matter who starts. We got to produce. We got to play, hard. We got to play together. So I think we all equal and we all can move in and out. So, we dare to play hard. That's all.
For you, how good did it feel to not only get the win, but also only play 24 minutes tonight?
Oh, it was great. I was lifting right after the game. I was like, yes, finally some maintenance.
What did you think overall of the ball movement tonight? How much did Devontae being back in that starting group kind of give you guys?
How many assists we had?
33 as a team.
Yeah, that's a high assist game. It's fun to play that way. Sharing the ball, getting the teammate open, finding the teammate open. I think that's the basketball key to play like that.
And BI kind of came alive tonight after, playing a little slow these past couple games. I guess, how much does it change the offense when he's playing with aggression, making those quick decisions like he was tonight?
Sometimes it's really hard for him because he's not even getting double teamed, he's getting triple teamed. So, to find rhythm playing like that, it's hard. It's very hard. And he's doing a good job, not just scoring. He's finding the teammates, drawing two guys at him, finding the open man. So, he's being not just scoring, finding the guys.
And how good was it just to see the way the team responded tonight after the way y'all lost that Minnesota game? Seemed like everybody was really upset after that one. Just seeing the way, the energy was up after that one.
We're fighters. We're gonna come out and fight. Yeah, Minnesota game was kind of tough. We lost by, I don't know, like a lot of points. We were not playing hard. We had a change today, and we did, and we responded, and we played hard.
The bench was really good again tonight. Billy, again, made a big impact for the second game in a row. I was wondering what you thought of just the way that he's produced after he hadn't played that much prior to the last couple of games.
He's playing hard. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's a good player. He's established himself as a good player, and that's what he does. He's playing hard. He's producing on a court. Stats one thing, but he's right in the picture. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Set a good screens, roll, draw guys. He's doing it. So there's no question about him.
Jonas is one of the best three-point shooters in the league. I've got to ask, which one did you like better, Josh Hart's three, that 4-point heave, or Billy's three-point?
Billy, the best one right now. He's just shooting 100%. So I guess I'm out of here now. I missed 3 today, so no question. Billy's the best three-point shooter. Thank you.
Recording stopped. In progress.
Brandon, 33 assists for you guys as a team, put up 127. Just what did you like about what you guys did offensively in this game?
I like that we responded. I think we responded from the Minnesota game well. Played together as a team on the offensive end, defensive end, and we executed our offense really well. We rebounded the basketball, and our pace was pretty good the whole game. We sustained a good first half and a good second half, and it turned out good for us.
Yeah, and more to that, responding to the Minnesota game, was that something, you felt like some guys took personal that was a pretty big deal to you guys to come in and like have a response to that?
It looked like we took it personal. Came out with a little bit more pop today. We had less turnovers than last game, and we just took care of the basketball and got the best shot on the floor. On the defensive end, we got stops, rebounded the basketball, and pushed our pace. So we played the way that we wanted to play tonight.
For you, how important was it to come out as fast as you did and as strong as you did? It seemed like it was an emphasis just overall for the team, but for you after a few slow starts, how important was that for you?
Well, it was important for me to play a little bit faster for our team tonight. So especially because our emphasis was pace. And for me to get in my offense, I got to play a little bit faster. I got to take the best shot on the floor, and I got to create the best shot on the floor. So that was in the back of my mind today, of course, trying to be aggressive, but being efficient in my movements and on the offense and defensive end, and it worked out.
How helpful is it to just have Devontae back in there? What does it do for you guys offensively?
Well, he's a threat. He's a threat on the offensive end from beyond the arc. So having him next to me, it pulls the defender a little bit closer to him and gives me a little bit more space on the wing. He runs our offense, so it's good to have him back out there and having him get a feel for the game again.
Another new starting group for you guys. What did you think about just the way that five played together and how y'all were executing?
It was good. I think it's good for Josh Hart and Herb to be in the game and being physical, especially on the defensive end. And they're basketball players. You know, on the offensive end, they make good decisions, whether it's cutting to the basket, setting good screens, and passing the basketball. So they limited our turnovers tonight too, and they did a good job on both ends.
JV talked about, just how tough it's been on you, just seeing how many bodies you're seeing consistently. Just how different has that been for you, and what's it been like just trying to adjust to that the way defenses are playing against you?
I mean, it's been frustrating at sometimes, but when you go back on film and you look at it, you notice what's the problem, and that was me playing comfortable, playing a little too slow in the offense, and not making quick decisions. So just try to go back and adjust a little bit. Gratefully, some of more shots went in tonight, but just trying to play a little bit faster and gain a rhythm.
You always seem to have good commentary on Josh Hart's play and contributions. I was wondering what you thought of the shot that he made at the end of the third quarter.
It was a good shot, I mean, he got fouled on it. It definitely helped our momentum at the end of that quarter, and it was definitely needed at that time in the game so it can continue our momentum into the fourth quarter.
And what are your thoughts on just Billy, the contributions that he's made the last couple of games coming in?
He's been ready every single day. He has a routine down whether he's playing or not, and he comes to practice. He does the same thing every day, whether he's in the weight room or he's on the floor. And even before games, he's getting his work in, so he stayed ready. He was a professional tonight, and he stepped in the game, and he contributed for the team.
What did you think of his three-point shot? It seemed like everybody was celebrating that one.
I was scared for him. I knew after that shot, either he was going to make it and everybody was going to clap, or if he missed it, he was going to come out the game. So I was scared for him, but at the end, I was happy for him.
Thanks,
Yep. Thank you.